We've been joined via Skype by Micheal Addaney. He's the NUG's Vice President and he's currently stationed in Wuhan. Micheal, we spoke to you roughly about a week ago to find out how you've been able to survive that entire period. Hearing that Parliament has actually waded into the call to get you back to Ghana, how does that make you feel?
Good morning from Wuhan. Thank you very much for the opportunity once again. We welcome the call by the minority, even though we resist attempt for this matter to be politicized. It is a step that is commendable. Most of our members who were feeling disappointed, rejected, and abandoned by the government of Ghana for its silence on the matter are now all of a sudden becoming hopeful again. Because as we speak right now, daily infections are on the rise, and Wuhan has been declared a code red zone, meaning the city is regarded as a highly contagious environment. So the panic is fear and panic is now in the system.
And from where you stay, have your food supplies increased? Have you found other ways of getting food? And have you heard from your colleagues, how are they also managing?
Okay, so I am in Wuhan University. So our university provides meals 3 times a day. The challenge here is water. But because Wuhan has been declared a code red zone, our universities across, I've heard reports saying that our students are in 17 universities. No, they are in 22 universities across Wuhan. Only 3 universities are assisting. The rest are all under house arrest. So supplies, food supplies and water and other basic necessities are a real challenge. It's a challenge we are working so hard to find a solution to, but there's no solution in sight. So as it stands now, our biggest fear is the threat of being infected, because we have seen that some university campuses are even being used as quarantine sites. That is the reason why authorities have now placed us under house arrest. And they have threatened that if you go out of your dormitory or hostel, you'll be expelled. So the situation is becoming very dangerous as we speak right now.
What would happen if, for instance, you cover your nose, wear gloves, probably even wear a hat, and you step out to try and get something? What would happen? Would you be arrested? Is that a new order being given?
The new order is that if you do that, you'll be arrested. As we speak, at our university gates are now that they are in addition to the campus security, they are also police officers enforcing the orders. And aside that, also the fear of being quarantined or being infected is really high, because there are instances whereby people have gone to shops to buy foodstuffs, and few days later they are traced and they are arrested and they are quarantined, because somebody who also went to the same shop was later detected. The virus was detected in such a person. And the quarantine sites are highly contagious. Maybe you were lucky you were not infected, but the risk of being infected at the quarantine site is really high. So we don't want all these things to happen. The government has been talking and not acting. At the moment, we are only left with African students largely. And the feeling of being worthless, not being valued by our people back home, is something we are also contending with, because all of Africans, including Seychelles and Mauritius, they've evacuated their people. Papua New Guinea they also evacuated by New Zealand on humanitarian grounds. But it seems that our leaders are not really treating this as a humanitarian issue. They don't really consider our life worthy for such a cause.
What is the latest you've heard from the Ghanaian authorities, talking about the Ghanaian embassy there in China? Have you heard from them lately?
Yes, 2 days ago we had a meeting where the ambassador proposed that they're considering giving us 500 USD per person, but we have outrightly rejected it. We don't need money. We've made it clear. What is money to us when our lives are at stake? We came here to study so that we can come home and contribute to nation building. And as citizens of Ghana, it is our constitutional right that our government should put our welfare and interest as the priority in this issue. And we also want to caution the Ghana Health Service, the Minister of Health. They should stop treating us as if we are the virus. We are not the virus. I can say on authority that none of our people or citizens here have been infected. We are not the virus, though they should stop talking as if when they evacuate us, they are importing the virus. I can say on record that all the countries that have evacuated their people from Africa, none of them has recorded a case whereby one of the evacuees has been tested positive.
So do you even have, so are you harboring the fear that there is a possibility the longer the wait, the higher the chances that any of you could contract the virus?
Yes, I can say on record, I don't want to mention the universities, but there are universities that have recorded more than 74 cases over the past week. So the more we stay here, the more prone we are to the virus. And now that they are converting university facilities as quarantine centers, our vulnerability of getting the infection is on the rise. So our life are at stake here. This is a matter of life and death. And we want our government to treat it with the urgency that it deserves.
Certainly. Micheal, thank you so much. Micheal Addaney, he's the Vice President, NUGS Vice President, joining us from Wuhan, where he's making an appeal. Well, I can say this on authority that the state leaders have also started holding meetings on various levels. We do know that the Ghanaian mission in China have already started making plans as far as helping hear from you and then eventual evacuation if that is possible. We'll keep you posted in our subsequent bulletins. But then, Micheal, you just keep faith alive, and we hope that in the coming days something positive will come from this.
Okay. Thank you so much. And don't forget, time is of essence here. Have
Absolutely.
a great evening.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Micheal Addaney, NUGS Vice President, joining us there from Wuhan.